Hi everybody, this is Todd. Welcome back to my TikTok channel, and today I want to tell you what not to do. Now, first and foremost, all those cameras that are up around intersections that are watching people, do not take a slingshot with a rock and shoot them. They're glass. You'll break them and they won't work properly, so don't do it. One of the other things you should definitely not do, you should definitely not destroy any of that 15-minute city infrastructure. Don't do it. You'll get in trouble. That infrastructure is there to make sure you live in a comfortable 15-minute city. Do not destroy any of that stuff. You really shouldn't do that. Now, every single camera you see in any intersection or anywhere will actually have a little doorway, a little box, so somebody can access that camera in order to work on it or fix it or whatever. Now, every one of those has a little keyhole access for the person to put the key in and turn it. Do not go to the store and get spray foam insulation and spray that into the keyhole. Don't do it. Now, every single 5G tower that you see all over this country will have a little building right beside it. That is the building that controls all the electronic components and houses the wiring going up the tower. Now, whatever you do, do not set fire to that building. I'm going to tell you why. If you set fire to that building, the insulation inside the cable going up to the tower is highly flammable. You will burn that entire tower to the ground. Don't do it. Do not start any fires in those buildings around the 5G towers. Don't do it. Now, I am personally worried that I might have inspired other Canadians to harass the CBC News if they see them on their street. Please do not harass the CBC News if you see them. Don't do it. And I'm going to tell you why. From my own personal experience, at least 1 out of every 1,000 people in my comment section is really upset that I did that. So don't do it. Do not harass the CBC if you see them in your town. Don't do it. Now, something that you should definitely not do, do not take dirty motor oil and mix it with sand and then put that into a water balloon and then throw that at any critical infrastructure regarding the 15-minute cities. I'm going to tell you why. The oil and the sand will get in and absolutely destroy any of those cameras or any of that equipment that they're using to bring you into a loving, just fabulous 15-minute city. So do not do that. I'm warning you, don't do it. One of the other things you should definitely not do, you should definitely not become proficient with a firearm or a bow. You really should not take any time out of your life to be able to use a firearm properly or safely. The government does not want you knowing how to use firearms. It's for your own protection. So I highly recommend do not get out to the range and do not practice endlessly with your firearm to become absolutely an expert at using it. Do not do it. Do not learn your rights. Do not go and research your civil rights. Do not research how to deal with police. Do not research the rights that you have, because if there's one thing that the police and the criminals in our government do not want right now, it is an educated populace. So whatever you do, do not educate yourself on how to deal with criminal government. Don't do it. And lastly, to anybody who might not be laughing at this video, the one thing you really shouldn't do is poke the bear. Don't do it. Don't poke the fucking bear.